The bat has been unmasked. Scheana Shay, your time on Masked Singer. You were there for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah, short-lived.
The panelists really did not nail you. They thought you were everyone else in the Bravo sphere.
I know. It was so fun.
I think this could be Larsa Pippen. I think this is the amazing Lisa Rinna.
I'm gonna go with Bethany Frankel.
Did any of the guesses surprise you?
Not really. I could totally see where they got each of those from. And it was a compliment to be compared to any of them or for them to think I was one of them.
How would you rate your Masked Singer experience?
10 out of 10. 5-star. Literally such a fun experience. I'm bummed it was so short-lived, but I'm like, you know what? I guess better to go out early and leave them wanting more than like, why is she still here?
And you got the whole experience without having to go back over and over and over
Right.
again.
No, I did. And it was one of the best experiences of my life.
Now he's thinking about me every night. Oh, is it that sweet? I guess so. Say you can't sleep, baby, I know. Send me espresso.
Why was this something you wanted to do? Because I know you get offered these kind of shows all the time, but why is this one you said yes to?
Yeah, at first it was a no, because I'm like, y'all are not gonna put me on national television singing again to be made fun of. I had so many fears behind this. It's one of the things I talk about in my new book is just trying to face those fears, do things that are uncomfortable, but getting to sing in a costume, no preconceived notions, no judgment. That was the aspect of it where I'm like, you know what? I just get to go out and be Bat. But it was really scary to say yes to.
Yeah.
Very out of my comfort zone, but I'm so excited I did it.
A little different stage than the bar top at
Yeah,
Sir
and no
Lounge.
auto-tune.
This beat makes me come alive because we're good at soul.
You know, that was for me. I was like, I have to sing live, like actually live. But do I get an auto-tune mic? They're like, no, live. I was like, whew, okay, we're doing it.
You carried it. It cracked me up, your clip package. There was a moment of you seeing your costume and people immediately at home put
Yeah.
the clock that it was your voice.
Wow, she is beautiful.
I loved it. I know. It's like, those are my real ones, you know? Love
Where
it.
does this rank on the reality TV kind of totem pole for you? Is this above Dancing with the Stars now?
Honestly, yes, because it's something I never in a million years would have thought that I would do. Just getting offered, it's not like I auditioned for it, so that just gave me confidence. I was like, wait, you want me on this show? I felt like after so many years of being on a reality show, my confidence has just taken hit after hit. And when I got offered this, my immediate response was no, because I was afraid. And I don't want to raise a daughter who says no to things because she's afraid. I want her to take chances. Fall, get sent home the first night. But I'm like, I'm still winning. I went home the first night, but I won because I did something that I was so afraid to do. And I got to go right back home to my daughter and live this experience with her.
And she got to watch it with you last night. What was her reaction to seeing Mom on
She
stage?
was so excited. Like, she's not afraid of bats anymore.
Okay.
And she just wanted to get up and dance, and she got to stay up past her bedtime. She was with all the adults last night. It was so great to be able to have that moment with her.
Living her best life.
Yeah.
Does this mean more music is on the way? Because music has been like a love-hate relationship for you.
It has been, and I feel like this brought back my love for it. I have been working on an EP for over a year. I just haven't put it out because, again, the fear, people thinking this song is about this person. It's the same thing with the book, you know? Like, I'm putting it all out there, and everything will come out this year. The music, the book, the bat.
Hey, all the things.
Yes.
In your clues, you called yourself.
One of the most misunderstood creatures ever.
Yeah.
What do you think is the #1 misconception about you?
Honestly, I don't even know if I have a #1 thing. Again, it goes back to the book where throughout the book, it's one of the themes I talk about where I'm like, you know, I said this because of this. And I feel like once the readers finish the book, they're gonna have a better understanding of me. I can't think of one thing exactly. It's just, there are so many things about me that I feel are misunderstood. But the biggest thing, anyone who knows me knows that I do have a heart of gold. I never have malicious intent. I always want the best for everyone, and sometimes giving people too many chances puts me in the doghouse, but I'm just always trying to be the best version of myself.
The book, My Good Side, is out July.
July 22nd.
Why was now the time to write a book?
You know, I've always wanted to do a book, but I always felt like it needs to be the right time. I'm like, one day when Vanderpump Rules is done, I'll write a book. I have been keeping a running note in my phone for 10 years of things that I want to write about. We'll do a chapter about this, about this. And about a year and a half ago, my agents came to me and they're like, the show isn't ending. It keeps getting picked up. Why are we waiting for this moment? Like, let's just start now. It's a long process. It's gonna take a year and a half, 2 years to come out. And right as we're finishing writing it, we find out Vanderpump Rules is getting rebooted. And I was like, this could not have been a better time to start the process. And now it's coming out and it's so fresh because I write about everything up until the end of 2024.
When you went back through that list of notes you had, did you go, what did I want to write about? Did you have to jog your memory on anything?
No, they were all pretty set in stone. I remembered everything. I'm like, and there were some that honestly I left out because I'm like, we don't need to go there. I've moved on from this. I've worked through this.
Well,
but
also when you have a #1 New York Times bestseller and you want to write a sequel, you need more stories. So you got to save some things.
yes, I mean, this is a memoir. I wouldn't be writing another memoir if I ever do another book. I think I have a few ideas of what that would be about, but we got to sell this one first. So everyone go buy it.
You are not the first of your cast to write a book. Did you reach out to Lala, Stassi for guidance at all on
No.
how do you tackle a book?
I did not tell anyone I was
Wow.
writing a book because I also touch on this a little bit in the book. There was a point where I didn't know if it was gonna finish getting written. It was a journey to get where we are. And I did not want to tell anyone until I knew, like, okay, we're submitting it. It's set in stone. But I think when it comes time for book tour, I will definitely be asking Stassi for some pointers.
Yeah, she's done it
Yes.
1, 2, 3 times. You did say, I think, that you had to give Lala at least a heads up about some of what's in the book.
Yes, I did, because there were some things that honestly don't even really affect her, but just things about my life that she didn't know yet. And I'm like, I don't want you as one of my closest friends to read this in the book. I mean, I want you to read the book, but I'm gonna give you a heads up of some things ahead of time. I recently had that conversation with her.
Okay, that's smart. Is there anything that you're nervous about?
A lot.
Oh, a lot, okay.
Yeah, chapters.
Full chapters. Obviously, Summer's too little to read this yet, but one day she will read
Yes. The end of the book, I have a dedication to her, and I just say, when and if you read this, you know, I hope I don't embarrass you. I hope that I make you proud.
it. I'm sure you will. What do you hope is the takeaway for people who pick up a copy?
Genuinely just to understand me better. If you don't like me after reading this book, that's okay. I'm used to not being liked in this world, but just understand why you don't like me, and that's fine.
Hey, you got Lady Gaga's stamp of approval.
Are you excited about a whole new cast for Vanderpump Rules?
No. Yes? No.
Inconclusive.
Oh,
Who will you miss most from the original cast?
Scheana.
I'm going to SNL on Saturday.
Okay, I was gonna say, have you been able to connect?
Yes, I'm going. I'm so excited.
Do you have thoughts prepared of how you're gonna approach her?
No, because I mean, I don't know how it's gonna go. I mean, that show, there's so many moving parts, you know, it's live, but I just wanna give her a hug and say I love you too.
Hey, we need her in a sketch. She can play Lisa Vanderpump, you can play yourself.
I know, right?
Make it happen.
Let's do it.
As you mentioned, Vanderpump Rules is getting rebooted. How are you feeling? We've had a little time to process this.
Yes.
So how are you feeling these months later, knowing that's what the future holds?
I'm genuinely excited for everyone to get this opportunity to have their moment. There are a couple girls who I know who are gonna be on the show, and I'm really excited for them. I've given them a little advice, and you know, who knows, maybe I pop up on a girls' night with them.
Okay, what was the #1 piece of advice?
Get an entertainment attorney.
Smart, smart. Things you didn't know.
Exactly, things I wish someone told me starting out.
When you're just like, oh, sounds like fun.
Yeah, I'm like, I would have paid to be on the show back then.
Right. There are rumblings we might get some sort of mini season or kind of farewell special with the OGs. Do you know anything about that? Do you hope any of that happens?
I hope something happens. I don't know what it is. We're the last to find out. You probably know more than I do.
You have also, at least we know, celebrity watchers in Selena Gomez and Taylor Swift. It came out that they text about the show. Have you been able to find out anything about them and their watching of it?
No, not yet. I'm
Okay.
still like waiting for just like notice a comment I leave or something.
Right. Bravo did tease us with that you are going to make appearances on The Valley alongside Lala and Schwartz. Lala said you find yourself in some drama on The Valley. How much Scheana are we getting?
When did she say that?
I think it was on one of her many Amazon Lives.
That makes sense. Yeah, I am in it. You know, these are my friends who I hang out with on a regular basis, my parent friends, and just my friends of so many years. Like literally every single person on the show I have a connection to. So it makes sense that, you know, things aren't always going to be sunshine and rainbows the entire summer.
You're the person who brought Janet into this circle.
I did.
So
yeah.
do you see yourself potentially joining that show full time for come season 3?
I mean, if that's the right fit and the right move at the time, yeah.
You have?
Not no.
You have moved over to this side of town, so you fit right
I have. I'm on this side of the hill now.
Big revelation this week. Jax coming forward with he's been a cocaine addict for over 20 years.
I'm an addict. I have substance issues, primarily with cocaine. Ooh, that's hard to say out loud.
What did you make of him coming clean finally and telling the world that?
I mean, the timing's interesting. You know, the new season is starting and I was there for some of it, so I know how things go. You know, Brittany is one of my closest friends and I know everything. And I know that he's put that family through a really tough time. And I just hope that on this journey to sobriety, he sticks with it and that Brittany and Cruz can just have some peace. You know, I really hope that he's just a better version of himself. For not only himself, but for them.
Brittany released a couple of statements after his interview, and she seems to really doubt his commitment to getting better.
I mean, he said he's a work in progress every reunion for 8 years. So, you know, it's hard to believe the boy who cried wolf.
Yeah. So I guess we'll watch season 2 and see what the takeaways are.
You know, I hope for her and Cruz that this time he means it.
Yeah. What's next for you? You popped up on Housewives this week.
I know, I just saw that. I was like, oh, there I am.
That's potentially another show. They didn't even say like Sutton's friend or anything. You were simply Scheana.
I know. That was the coolest thing. My friend texted me about that last night and I was like, wait, that's pretty cool.
So that could be a potential show. The Traitor season 4. Do you want to go to Scotland?
Put me in, coach.
Okay.
Yes.
Because this has replaced the Dancing with the Stars dream.
Oh yeah, yeah. That dream's gone.
Okay.
I'm good on that.
I want to see you at that round table.
I do too.
I would want to see you as a traitor though. Do you think you could handle it?
I think I could handle it, and I don't think people would suspect it.
No. And
I'm just like, don't send me home the first night on another show, please.
Tom lasted a really long time.
He did. I think because just no one suspected him. They're like, he's not a traitor, he's not a threat.
He thinks he was amazing at the game. I think the rest of the people thought, he's not a traitor and we can just keep him around.
Yeah. Yeah, it was entertaining to watch. I cannot wait to watch tonight.
I can't wait. Family life, like I mentioned, you've moved over here.
Yes.
Has Summer Moon adjusted to not being a West Side baby anymore?
Yes, she misses the beach. She does tell me often she misses her old house, but she misses the park by her old house. I'm like, honey, you've got this new big house. And she's like, but I don't need all this stuff. And I'm like, God bless you. You know, you miss our little condo.
Yeah.
But, you know, she's at a great school. She goes to school with Ocean and Cruz and so many of her other friends. So it was a good move.
That could be a show in and of itself, just the
Honestly,
kids, the next
it could
gen.
be. And like running into each other at drop off and pick up, because that happens.
Oh, I can only imagine when you see Jax.
Yep, puts on that happy face.
Are you still one and done when it comes to kids, or has that changed for you?
For my physical body, yes. Considering surrogate,
Okay.
possibly adoption, but we're a bit out from that. In the process of transferring my eggs over to my doctor's new office, and that's as far as we've kind of gotten. So baby steps.
To baby.
Potentially another baby, yes.
Well, hopefully whatever you want to claim in life comes your way. It's all worked out this far, so.
Yeah.
Well, congrats to the bat.
Thank you so much. Oh, so fun.